Alright, so we're doing our final hit in our second to last guild war. And we're going to be doing a scout form on Tower 7. And this is basically going to be a walkthrough on how to use Helga in an attack form while scouting. So we can see on the enemy side that they have two potential taunts, Glacia, and then Gran from either her own taunt or from Albion. So the cool thing about Helga, and she's super simple to use, when she dies, she does two things. Deployed allies receive Blessing, which Blessing is 80% stats. So that's going to buff up their damage, defense, everything, except for their HP. They get debuff immunity. Simple. And they get cleansed. So your ally team becomes just buffed up, debuff immune, and cleanses any harmful effects. Now the other side, for the enemy though, when she dies, she's going to curse everyone on the enemy team by 65%. And now here's the important part. She's going to make every enemy unable to receive buffs. So why that's important is you can use her to block taunters from taunting, except for Gran. Gran can never be stopped. But, for example, if Glacia was to go and kill Helga, Helga would prevent Glacia from taunting. And it doesn't matter who. Lucius is lined up to hit her, Eden is lined up, and Yuri is lined up. So no matter who hits her, any of these four units, Helga is going to die and prevent Glacia from ever taunting. So the reason why that's good is because then we can set up to only have to deal with one taunter, and that makes us, my Angelica, a 100% chance of hitting the Gran. Now, the Gran is Albion buffed, most likely. So, with a 20% defense, Angelica needs around 280% crit damage to kill an Albion buffed Gran. So you can see here I've got 262% defense paired with my Refi buff will be enough to kill an Albion buffed Gran. So the way it's going to go is I'm going to buff up Refi into Angelica and kill Gran. Then my Lucius is going to stall turn. My Michaela will buff up Yuri and Chris, and now Yuri is free to hit enemy Yuri because Gran is dead and Glacia never taunts. So I will kill Refi and Nardis with my Yuri and take off the first death card of the enemy Yuri. Then, with Refi dead, I don't have to worry about any debuffs getting cleansed, so then I can immediately concentrate fire top on this Lucius and the Eden. That'll reduce Eden's defense. And now the reason why, we'll just take a little detour there. Eden is only he's stats weakening immunity. So, for example, Helga's curse is not going to affect him. However, Elijah's skill is not a weakening effect. It is a concentrated fire that just so happens to also have a reduced stat ability, but because the main ability is labeled Advanced Concentrated Fire, it can apply to Eden. So she's going to hit both of them, debuffing them, and then my Mitch, Refi, Helga buffed Christina, so triple buffed, is just going to annihilate Lucius and Eden. And then bot lane, we've got Dalvi dying to the chalkle reflect. I've got 10k attack with a 0.40% modifier, or sorry, just a 40% modifier, and Dalvi with only 3200 HP. So it's a for sure kill and no time limit because Chalkle wouldn't move until round 2 anyway. So after round 1, we just have Yuri, Albion, and Glacia. So most likely what will happen is Angelica will kill Yuri, and then my Yuri will kill Albion, and then I'll concentrate fire and Christina kill the Glacia. That's the way everything's looking like it's gonna be. Let me double check the runes on both sides, and then I'll go over the kills once more. Alright, standard stuff. Just double vital on Gran. Cool beans. And then for my side, double check. All these runes are good. I'm doing vital runes on Elijah, so that way when she hits Glacia round 2, she doesn't die to the reflect. And yeah, so my runes look good. So the kills once more. Refi to Angelica, killing Gran. Stall. Mitch, Yuri, killing Refi and Nardis, and 1 Death Guard off Yuri. Elijah, concentrate fires top. Christina kills Lucius and Eden. And then at some point, my Helga stops Glacia from taunting, and chalkle kills Dalvi. And then round 2, Angelica kills Yuri. Yuri kills Albion. And Elijah, Christina will kill Glacia. And then, oh, and the last part that I didn't go over is my lane tanks. Lucius is there to stop everyone top, aside from Helga suiciding. And then Angelica tanks everyone mid, no problem. And then, of course, the Chalkle Bomb bot for Dalvi. So everything looks good. Let's hit go and see what happens. Alright, so they're starting off with Yuri. This is great. It'll pop my Helga. So now I buff up. Kill the Gran. Kill the Dalvi to the suicide. Now I buff up. Yuri takes off the first Death Guard. I concentrate fire top. Christina annihilates top. Elijah kills Yuri. I'm going to stall turn with Lucy again. Oh, actually, Yuri. Wow, that was easy. Right, because Helga's buff block is only 16 turns. So since the Yuri killed my Helga right at the beginning, Glacia was able to taunt round 2 because Helga's buff block had expired. Nice. Well, there you go.